Alright. Hopefully that mic's gonna be picking up good. Let's see. Last time I fumbled around with the Cockpit. You can see I put a frame around it, but I'm going to actually delete everything I did. Move my cords. I'm going to actually just cut into these. I gotta get my reference out here. So I can actually just kind of take this piece and bring it in a bit. So there be that window there, and then the framework, I'll just kind of add the details around it. I don't know why I was doing it the hard way last time. You can just cut out the windows. Let's I'm going to pull these frames in here and oops, didn't want to do that. Let's see, I want to cut. I'm going to get rid of this line. Let's see, I have one. So let's select actually, I'm going to get rid of these. One, two, three. Maybe I'll just eyeball it. And give it a frame like that. I think that looks good there, and also that looks good. I don't know why, but that's really bugging me. Now it won't bug me anymore. In a little bit. So hopefully this will kind of turn out okay. So we got 3 windows on the top, or 1, 2, 3. Oh, 2 narrower ones and then the big one. So let's see how we can do that. I'm going to pull 1, 2, 3, 4. Do split that up. Maybe that'll look decent. Actually, I'm going to turn off the thing so we can see what we're doing. Don't really care for how that's doing the inset, but let's just do the side view. A little better judge of what's going on here. Try to mimic the width of the front. Well, I think that will be good. And then do the same with this. Yeah, I was drawing the frames around it last time. I'm gonna draw the frames around and then cut the windows out, but I went to look at the Millennium Falcon's cockpit, and it looks more like, you know, the windows were pretty much cut out of the fuselage and then the detailing put around the edges of the windows. So getting these shapes by doing this is going to be a lot quicker. I think I spent like a half hour messing with messing with the cockpit windows. No, I didn't even get near this far. And what I'd like to do is since there's going to be some thickness put in here and the interior is going to be wide open, there'll still be room to model an interior if one wanted to do so. So I got to get rid of this face. I'm going to cut that straight across and do the same up here so I can get rid of that and not have a weird little angle there. So just see what that for some reason that looked really, really narrow. Kind of modeling the width of it off of this. So we have 2 windows there and then the top one as well. And that one we can just actually match. Match that length. And I've already got the those angles cut. Might have to pull this collar back a little bit, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. So let's pull that there. I'm going to go ahead and delete and then do the same thing I did with the others by drawing or cutting the edge here so we can have a nice straight line. Oops. Let's get these other two cut first and then we'll see. Well, those are for some reason that just doesn't. Oh, because we're a little bigger, so it should be alright. Why do I keep looking at it and I completely forget what the hell I was looking at? Or if I want to make that top window a little bigger, but I don't know. Actually, let's try this and see what it looks like. We're still matching the edges, so let me cut here, and I'm going to move this mess to the, oh wait, I think I'm already on the second layer. Yeah. Kind of screwed up the little this little angle up here because it was supposed to cut directly off of the corner, but let's just do it and see what we come up with. Might look good. Gotta redo that. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. And then I don't think... Oh, those are straight. Okay. Alrighty then, we go all the way down. Don't care for that. Let's do... I'm gonna do a cut on this thing. Let's just do this first. Straighten that out. I'm gonna bring this down. Then I can get rid of this vertice. Yep. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, might have screwed it up. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit wonky. I need to at least match the angles here. I can probably get rid of all this nonsense. I can leave that. I wonder if I'd move this back a little bit, if it's gonna... Well, 1, 2, 3, I probably might be able to dissolve this one too. Yeah, it's throwing off all kinds of stuff here. Oh, let's see. Now let's fix all this before I move on, because then it's just gonna cause problems later on. Probably just bring that up here. That really kind of put a damper on the progress there, didn't it? And then, dang it. Might be moving my head funny, but I want to see. If that's kind of going to screw anything up, or... Alright, that looks good. So let's bring this back, and then once we add some depth to that, we can add the windows. For some reason that just looks really thin, but we can do... It'll be easy enough to thicken those up if I need. So they look a little thin, at least. Yeah, I'll widen those up later, but I think I want to actually pull. Oops. Let's see. And do this, and then There we go. And any of the other details is going to be not minute, but it's going to be a lot smaller. Let's actually start beveling some edges here. I don't know what kind of resolution to put on this, but let's just get that smooth, and I'm going to put a edge split on there. Actually, I could probably smooth it and then do the bevel here, and we'll see. Sometimes just a single edge bevel works. Until we get some more detail, get some paneling detail on there. See, that one's going to go into there, and I'll need a bevel on this edge here as well. I'm going to make sure I reset everything. And here I'll put a groove where they meet. So let's just go ahead and smooth that out. Smooth this one out. I don't think I have. I don't need that. Oops. Just kind of getting rid of faces and stuff that I don't need. Actually just pull this in, delete that, and do the same here. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get, that looks awful. And maybe we can hide that once we get some more detail on here. So there's that part. Want to get make sure I got all the edges selected. I want to make the little frame for this to see what that's going to look like. And actually, this is going to be a lot more shallow. The window's going to be just inset from there. So Let's duplicate this. Make a curve out of it. Go one more if that's too big. Smooth that out too. Huh, that looks alright. Okay, now what? I don't want to... I was going to do the frames for all these windows, but that... Actually, that might not be too big a deal. Just a lot of erasing here. Or deselecting the stuff I don't want. Yeah, since I did a Boolean operation on that, it's not a perfect loop. I haven't cleaned up the excess yet. A lot of zooming in, a lot of zooming out. Make you dizzy. Let me try. I'm going to try to just keep it zoomed out a bit. Oh no, get back. Hitting the wrong keys. I'm gonna get rid of that again. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3. Let me duplicate these. I can always separate these later, but I think that's what oh, I got the bevel at 4 on that one. And smooth them out. That looks cool. And now you can enjoy how tedious 3D modeling can actually be. Oops. I got two in. Oh, I got two more. Probably could have saved myself some time by doing a mirror function, but when I was thinking about how to do the windows, I didn't think about that. So that's what happens when you don't plan ahead for something. But I'd rather these streams be, you know, unrehearsed and raw, and you get an idea of what really goes into making these beasts. And I'm sure there's people out there that are a lot faster than I am. Oops. Okay. Just making sure everything's... I'm not deselecting anything I don't want to. Sometimes when you got all these lines staring at you in the face and you're trying to focus on something, you get a little cross-eyed. So let's convert these and let's, whoops, make those the same, smooth them out, and there we go. Forgot if I had a sun lamp in here somewhere. Yep. Still seems rather bright. Yeah, let me turn on the ambient occlusion so we can try 40. Clean it up a little bit. Give us a little bit of shading without having to render it. So I'm gonna smooth this out. Alrighty. So I know I mentioned last time that we'd have to figure out something for the landing gear. And I'm just assuming for 4 housings maybe for that should hold it up. So let's just kind of play with a cube here. Finicky. And these, the front ones are going to be mirrored over, and the back ones will be mirrored over. So they're not going to be, oops, the same. So let's kind of mess with a general shape here. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of I'm just going to work with a plane right now, so we're not getting any goofy distortion or anything. I'm figuring we can have it come up. And of course the windows are going to be, I don't know if we're going to have windows on the bottom really, because I know this shows windows on the bottom. Could, but some of them are going to have to go away. Like these here in the corner. Might leave the front one. The back ones are going to have to go. I might just have to kind of redo these ones on the side and make them smaller. Trying to determine what kind of landing gear and what orientation they're going to be in. This will be my stand-in. Let's do some feet like that. And let's bring that up. Because that's going to have to come down quite a bit. Figure that might be a little too big. You think 4 feet like that? Because I think I want them to come out. Yeah, I want them to come out straight like that. Or, nah, let's just do that. So that'll kind of dictate how we create this housing. I kind of want to match the angle of I could even make that a little round too. Then again, that doesn't really make much sense. Let's see. I could cut off here and here. See, right now is just a little bit of a play test. I'm going to go straight down. Now let me get just straighten that out. So don't want too much excess just sitting about. Huh. And let's mess with this and see. See what we got going on. Yeah, I'm gonna meet it up and just start it at the top. Oh, that didn't go up as far as I wanted it to. Let's do this and want to mirror it over just to. Oh, I'm gonna have to angle that down at least because that looks kind of stupid. Still don't like it. It's probably going to be nowhere near what kind of final shape I use, but I'll keep the back straight, but I want to angle it up a bit. Maybe. No. Probably just as simple as that. Making it smaller. Have to get rid of these details. Oops. If I make that any smaller, oh wait, we have a gun on the bottom too, don't we? So if we have a gun that's... Yeah, I think I'll be doing something like that. And the back will be kind of the same thing. I'm not gonna really mess with it now because it's kind of boring. But I will leave that as kind of an idea anyway. Yeah, and I'll have to get rid of those windows. I gotta take this mirror off. I don't know if... It's kind of cheating at the moment, but... It looks dumb with just the blocks there, but once we get the thing, or the hydraulics and all that nonsense modeled, it'll look pretty decent. Probably make these big ones go. I might have two. Might move these back a little bit and maybe have two. And make this a little bigger and kind of extend in towards the center. Might even turn those two, so I'm gonna just undo that. And so yeah, I gotta take these. Actually, I don't like that window there either, but see, these will be gone. Side windows, I think, should be gone. And that front, I think all those windows should be gone. So we can I'm going to remove the mirror modifier on that, and I don't know why there's... Let's just, oops. Let's delete all that and one more. So let me go back here to my, where is it? Wrong layer. Did I have the, no, I didn't have the hole taken care of, but I'm gonna, actually I'm just gonna duplicate this and move it up. Get rid of what I don't need, and I gotta reshape this anyway, so I kind of want to match what I did here with the top one. What did I do? What did I do? Must have moved. Huh. Well, I can fix that a little quicker than trying to match everything. I'm gonna delete that. I'm actually gonna apply the mirror on this. And get rid of not yet. Dang it. Mirror. So apparently I had well, that's just irritating. I was wondering what that... Well, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's bring the mirror back. Let's apply it. And I want to get rid of all of that, but I want to save this. And I'm gonna put the 3D cursor there just so I know how far to bring this up. Let's do that, and then I'm gonna go top view, scale it out to match. I am Curious why that is off center, but apparently that's the way I made it. So there's no mirror there, but I do want to separate this bit, make a separate object out of it, and so when I do mirror the window panes, I can just do so. Alright. Oh, kind of getting there, kind of getting there. Let's see what I do. I beveled these edges already. Let's see, panels are going to come later. Detail, that's going to come later. I want to at least bevel these edges here. Okay. So I'm going to see how that's going to... Let's do that, and I'm just going to select all of the edges here, get in the side view, and I think once we get some paneling and details on there, that should suffice for that. And then I want to actually separate that and put a groove in there. Actually, I'm going to put the groove back a little ways. So let's bevel this and see what... No, I don't like that round. I'm going to crank this up. I just, for some reason, don't like how narrow that is. Cool. Let's bevel this one, and so I'm beveling before I do any detail work. Or not detail work, but well, detail work too. But when I unwrap it for texturing, I want to get the big details down and then bevel the edges, so at least the bigger parts will be at least complete. I haven't done any like grooves here like I was going to do up front. I'll do that actually next, since that whole back end's going to take a whole nother session. Make that smaller. Okay, let's do a small groove here. That might be too big, we'll see. Scale Y and Z, no, scale Y and X. Really don't want it huge. I'm wondering if I should bevel these too. If we're gonna do detail, we might as well do detail. And I'm going to actually do a cut here. And another narrow groove. I'll bevel these edges too. I am afraid that I am going to go nuts on the detailing. Actually, I don't like how wide those are. God. I'm gonna do it the easier way. I don't know why I'm making it so difficult. Close it in a little bit. Do the same with this one. Oh, get back here. Because when you get up close, I think that looks good. What was I gonna do up here? Ooh, I could smooth these out though. Just so we're looking decent. I'm gonna go ahead and do the groove or the separations that I wanted to do up here, like on this piece. I'm gonna is this open? It is. Can actually bring this back a little bit because I can put a groove in there and let me pull this. I'll just leave. Actually, let me pull it back. We'll do something like that. So let's go ahead and do this one. Sorry, I'm zooming in and out. I'm not trying to make you sick. And we'll bevel these. And I don't have an edge split on here, so let's do that. Sharpen it up a bit. And we'll do this one. I'm gonna have to actually... Since I separated these, let me... just scale this in. It's gonna be a little bit of a cheat, but and then I'll extrude this down. Oops. There we go. So now I just gotta make sure the bevels are that's kind of a big opening because of the angle on it. I can actually close that up. I'm going to select this first. See what it looks like. Oh, it's really not any wider than the other one, so that looks good. And then I was going to do one on here. I don't know why, but for some reason it just seems to make sense. And I want to, so that's what we're doing. I'll give this a little render here in a second. I'm expecting this to turn out pretty cool. Redo that a little bit bigger. Okay, let's give that a look-see. I think I have just do the window so I'm not I'm just going to position the camera so let's see what it looks like. What's that rendering at? Oh. Let's do a little higher res. I'm not really going to do a bunch of samples, but it's too pixelated. Window frames look good. Actually, I could probably do the windows next time. It's going to look really good with all the little pipes and doodads and whatnot. Huh. Yeah, I think next time I'll thicken all that up and maybe we can get some windows in all these spots. Oh, for now, I think that's what we'll do. We'll do windows next time, and whatever else. So I need to start shaping up all the innards here, and we'll go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop here for tonight, and be back. I want to try to do Wednesday and Friday, but I don't exactly think I'm going to be able to. But if I can, I will. So other than that, if it's not Wednesday and Friday or one or the other, it will be next Monday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So we'll see you then. I appreciate you watching. Have yourself a good week.